All right, welcome back to Dubuque. We're minutes away from the start of the varsity game today between the Blues and the Saints. The Blues, of course, won last night in overtime on just a storybook comeback to the game for Conrad, who scored the last 3 Blues goals in the game and the last one in overtime to give us a 6-5 win. Don't forget about Liam Quinn, who scored the first 3. We had
Correct.
2 players get hat tricks last night. And we don't get to say this too often, Rich, on a weekend where we have 2 games for each team, but we have a possibility of coming away with an 8-point weekend, which are exceedingly rare.
Yeah, we haven't had a full 8-point weekend in as long as I can remember.
Well, we had one in Fremont.
All right.
Yeah.
Does that count?
It counts. We're going to take it, but
okay.
To have one in Dubuque's rink would be really something. We're going to, when they start the player introductions, we'll get quiet for a minute and the player introductions and the national anthem. But one thing, for all the great things that happened last night, this team did give up a lot of odd man opportunities offensively in the third period and left their goaltender in some dire straits, and that should not happen. And as well as they played offensively, they got to tighten it up defensively if they want to come out with a win, because you know this team is desperate today.
100%. They're going to be coming right from the opening whistle, so you're going to have to watch that for sure. Don't let those guys in behind you. And 2-on-1s to this Dubuque team, you're lucky, very lucky, if it doesn't end up in the back of your net.
Yeah, because Cody Sweeney is their best player. There's no question about that. He's only a sophomore, but he has proven that he is so skilled offensively, and not just carrying the puck and shooting, but carrying the puck and setting up teammates.
Yep.
And he's so skilled that a 2-on-1 is like a clean breakaway.
Okay. I guess we're going to get the starting lineups. Here we go.
And now the starting lineup for Quad Cities. At defense, number 22, Owen DeCrow. At defense, number 24, Jason Young. At forward, number 27, Noah Decker. At forward, number 88, Alexander Blunk. At forward, number 91, Maxim Patton. And in goal, number 26, Aiden Starr. The Blues are coached by Joe Gobler and assisted by Cliff Durham. Linesman Dave Blondin and linesman Luke Thornton. Fans, we now ask that you please rise, face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
And you see by the dawn's early light, for so proudly we hailed at twilight's gleaming,
All right, we are finished with the pregame introductions and the national anthem, and we are ready to get down to business for this important mushy middle battle between the Blues and the Dubuque Saints.
I'm gonna reset the 5 starters because other than Aiden Starr, I don't know that any of them were correct as announced by the rink announcer. It's Blunk and DeYoung on defense, DeCrow, Patton, and Decker as your forwards.
That seems to happen a lot.
Yeah.
That they get the. I mean, they did that in Lincoln. They had the positions all screwed up too.
Yeah. That's a volunteer position. We understand.
They announced my grandson as a forward and Decker as a defenseman, and I said,
we looked
what?
at each other very strangely that day, I recall.
I hope he knows that.
Exactly.
All right. And I just want to correct one thing from last night. I could correct probably 100 things I said wrong, but one of the things that, and when we were wrapping up the game last night, I was kind of gushing over the performance of Conrad with his 3 goals and 1 assist. I checked it this morning. He didn't have that 4 points. He had 5. He had 3 goals and 2 assists. So in his first game back, Conrad had 5 points. All right, we are underway. Blunk drops it to DeYoung. Off the board and dumped into the zone by number 27, Decker. Number 8, Schilling, sends it around to the far side. Blunk is unable to keep it in. That goes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing against Dubuque as they knocked it away from Blunk and put a little bit too much on it. And the starting lineup was out there for all of 17 seconds. And now that line that was so effective last night with Quinn, Conrad, and Beckwith. Beckwith didn't have any goals last night, but he had at least 3 assists, maybe 4. Here's a shot right in front. Right off the bat, the Blues get a chance from Quinn. Now the puck comes back, and this is DeYoung.
Where'd that black biscuit go?
Oh, now here's a one-on-one as we get to the line. This is Beckwith. Skates left, shoots right, and he put one, and the goaltender had to make a good save on a shot that was to his glove side. Not sure if that was on net or not, but obviously that goaltender, which is Jaden Montgomery. Oh, here is a shot almost tipped down into the net by Beckwith. Now Conrad looks to get it back to the point. A long shot in front, knocked down by the defense. Now we got a man breaking. They didn't see him. And we've got a 3-on-2. Drops it back to Sweeney. Sweeney drops it to the middle. And the Blues get it out of the zone, gets it to Beckwith. Now he loses it. And once again, this is Sweeney down the left board. He's going to get a shot away. Starr makes the save. And then long after the play, Sweeney goes in and does an ice shower on Starr and got the appropriate bump from the defenseman. Get out of here.
Correct. Yeah, it was very clearly covered for at least a 2 count.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So it's called tone setting 101,
it's
apparently.
Appropriate, yeah. You got to set it. All right. Husky, Honert, and Quack with Peters.
All right.
And Nienhaus.
Now Nienhaus dumps it high off the boards. It gets out to center ice where Schilling picks up at his own blue line. Now Schilling regains the puck. Starts to come out. He gets it ahead to number 16, Pierce. Pierce just playing 1 game today. He played JV and varsity last night. Today he's just playing varsity, but he was a pretty noticeable kid, especially in that JV game yesterday. Actually, in both games. Yeah, he was good. Now here's a man breaking in. Shot, saved by Montgomery. Loose in front.
And
they score!
No!
They're going to rule no goal.
It went off his chest, which I do agree with.
Well, let's see if we get an explanation of why that goal is disallowed.
It said it bounced up and bounced off his chest and went off his chest and in, which I agree with. I don't know that he intentionally angled it there like you would with a kick. So I think that's probably the right call.
Yeah, we know it's no goal. Why don't you tell us what he said? Why no goal? He told you.
Yeah.
This is we hardly got a chance to even mention the fact the goaltender today is Jaden Montgomery, and he did not play in either game last night, so he effectively has replaced Stoll in the net in the varsity game, and we'll see how he can do. He's had to contend with a couple of good shots in the first couple of minutes of the game.
Very.
Now this is Clark chasing a man behind the net. This is number 16, Pierce. Loses the puck as he exits the zone. Now sent in deep. Clark's going to chase it into the corner.
At his feet.
Now he tries. Blues can't quite control the puck. That was Honert. And now it comes ahead, and here comes Dubuque. They get into the zone. Shot,
Offside,
deflected,
yep.
and got an offside there, and someone loses a glove temporarily. That was number 23, Becken. Becken, who we mentioned last night, had scored 2 goals against the Blues back in Davenport on December 8th. Was very good again last night. He's certainly one of their top pairing, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the puck across the line. Goes to number 12. Sieverding gets a shot, knocked to the corner by Starr. Now, Chase DeYoung picks it up. He's checked, tries to get it to Filion. There's a long shot, deflected. Just missed, and they score. Starr had to readjust to a shot from the point as it was deflected. He made the original save, but the rebound, he was in no position to make the follow-up save. And just like last night, the Saints have gotten off to an early 1-goal lead with their 4th shot of the game.
Dubuque Saints goal scored with 14:07 remaining in the first. Goal was scored by number 28, Benny Meyer.
Meyer is the captain, and he's
By number 26, Nico Ruiz.
Ruiz gets the assist on
Blake Sieverding.
and Sieverding. So 28 from 26 and 12. Dumped into the zone. Now Sieverding over the line, sends one into the corner. Man racing for it. Nienhuis gets to it first. Plays it off the boards to, man keeps it in at the blue line. Tries to get a shot away. Goes wide to the right, picked up. And the Blues are going to be able to get it out to center ice, but can't advance it any further. Now it's taken away by Quinn. Knocked it off the stick. He's got a man in the middle, but he's well covered. That's Beckwith. 2 men covering Beckwith as he tried to get down into the slot. And here comes Dubuque coming back. Here's pass intercepted by Beckwith. Beckwith tries to get it around. Big save by the puck the net is off the moorings. That wouldn't have counted even if it had gone in.
Yeah.
But Beckwith did a nice job coming around, tried to tuck it in this near post, but in doing so, the goalie, as he went to cover it, knocked it off its pegs, and so we'll have a face-off. Blues have already had 1 apparent goal disallowed. That would have been 2 if that had gone in. Now here's 21 over the line. This is Kirkenbush. Another one of their really good juniors. Here's a man. Becken tries to get it in front. Puck is loose. Gets it around Honert, back to the right point. Long shot coming. Deflected to the near side boards. And as we suspected, Dubuque has come out buzzing.
Big push.
And with a massive chip on their shoulder after the way things went last night. That's not going to be an icing. That's going to go all the way down as it was tipped. Becken goes back to pick it up behind his own net. He's checked there by Honert. Honert goes into the corner. Blues going to be able to keep it in. No, they're not. Beckwith has to play it back to Blunk. Blunk gets around 1. Now he gets it, and Beckwith can't hold it on his stick. And we're back at center ice. That's going to be an icing call against the Blues, and it is. No, they waved it off.
Wow, that's odd.
I was looking at the official. He had his arm up.
Yeah, the trailing did, but the front one didn't. That's weird.
Now back to the point to DeYoung was lucky that puck was not deflected directly toward the net, because that guy would have had a clean breakaway from the opposite blue line.
Yep.
There's a long shot by Sieverding. Deflected over the net and out of the zone. Dubuque gets to it before the Blues can retrieve it in the offensive zone. And now this is Chase DeYoung over the center line, dumps it in deep. Montgomery leaves it there for Sieverding. He reverses it. They come out on the near side boards, and once again it's Chase DeYoung. Gets it to Nienhaus, who has some trouble with it on a pass that was at his skates rather than at the blade of his stick. Johnny gets it out. And here come the Blues. There's a pass at center ice trying to get it ahead to number 19, Quinn. Now this is Conrad going to the half wall, but he can't get it either. Rolls into the corner. Kept in temporarily. Goes to Beckwith. Beckwith down the right wing boards. He tries to get it to Quinn, but it was about a yard in front of him. And now that one comes all the way down. They rule out was touched, so there'll be no icing on that as Nienhaus goes back to touch it up. And number 27, Decker. And now Patton. He's checked off the puck. It's picked up there by number 27, Decker, into the offensive zone. He's rubbed off nicely by the defenseman. And Dubuque regains the puck. This is number 16, Pierce. Pierce had a man wide open in the middle of the ice, and his pass was just a little bit too far ahead, or he'd have walked in all alone.
Yeah, that was Weiner from the JV game.
Puck ahead to Pierce. He's going to take it down the right wing boards. Tries to get to the middle. Looked like they missed an offside there. The puck is right in front. Big save by Starr. That missed call on the offside almost cost the Blues a goal. Now here is Lucas Peters. Blunk drops it in to the offensive zone. Picked up by the defense. Goes to Cruiser. Cruiser sends it around to Becken. Now it's intercepted. Man in front. Puck is sent over to the far side. And here's a long lead pass. Nice play by Peters. Since Peters has come back a couple weeks ago, he's done a really nice job of strengthening that defense core. Oh, well. From 150 feet, a bouncing puck gets bounced in front of Starr and took a rather peculiar bounce. And that's one that Starr should have come out and caught it on the short hop rather than let it play him.
Yeah.
That's what my dad used to tell me about playing shortstop. Don't let the ball play you. And that is a freak goal from about 100 feet. Yeah, and the Saints are off to a 2-0 lead.
We've talked about the way that rubber bounces many times before, and it can give you some weird caroms, and that one did. It took about a 90-degree turn to go into the back of the net. Unfortunate for your Blues.
All right, now here's another foray into the offensive zone by Dubuque. They've got the Blues a little bit on the run right now, and it's going to take some discipline on defense. Now we see Brady Husky on the ice for I think the first time.
Don't know, he's been out there.
Oh, has he been out? Yep. Okay. 2-0 Dubuque as they send the puck to Sweeney. He sends it over on the right wing. Pass was behind his teammate, so they're going to have to take it behind the net. Now this is Cody Sweeney. It's almost impossible to consider that Dubuque has 2 goals and Sweeney hasn't had a part in either one of them.
He threw that last one in.
Oh, was that his goal?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, my God. Well, never mind what I said then. That's not the way he usually scores.
True.
Well, aside from shooting it, he didn't have anything to do with it, I guess. Now the puck gets by DeYoung, and that's not going to be an icing, of course, because they ruled he could have played it. To Nienhaus along the right wing boards on the near side. Kept in. Now it comes to Conrad. Conrad gets it, tries to get it to Beckwith. They battle for it in front of the Dubuque bench. And Nienhaus going to go over and pick it up on this side. Tipped in nicely by Quinn. Behind the net is Quinn trying to get it out in front and net off again.
Yep. So a pretty big hill to climb for your Blues. 2-0 against the Saints with 7:52 to go in the first period. Shots on goal 6-4, and the Blues have had chances, especially the first several
minutes,
of them
yeah.
in this game. Yeah. Need that push back.
Well, this team has a tendency to give up goals. They score a lot, and they give up a lot. Now, we haven't seen this goaltender, so we don't know anything about Jaden Montgomery, but he's in there now, and I'm sure he's pretty happy to see his teams put 2 on the board early.
For sure.
This is Beckwith, crosses the center ice line, throws it in deep. Montgomery plays it behind his net. 27 Kretz gets it, sends it around the far boards. And Conrad unable to keep it in. And now here is Sieverding, number 12. He's checked as he crosses the line. There's 3 Blues and Sieverding. Now we got another man joining the. Conrad a little perturbed there by the actions of Becken, I believe. The sticks came up, but nothing called.
Yeah.
7:09 left in the first period. Saints off to a 2-0 lead.
Decker, Mueller, and Patton.
This is number 94, Otten. And puck into the blue zone as Otten loses control in the neutral zone. It comes ahead to number 87, Mueller. Mueller is rubbed off the puck, and the puck rolls around behind the far side to Decker. Patton sends it in deep. Now the Blues control. Decker.
Oh, that's going to be a trip.
Yeah, that's going to be a trip against Dubuque.
Yeah, that's 37. He tripped down Noah Decker.
That's Sukochev, who's going to go to the penalty box. Let's see how they announce his name today.
It changes a lot.
Yesterday it was Sukochev.
So that'll bring up first of the game, a BSN power play. Quinn, Beckwith, Honert, Conrad, and Nienhaus.
Let's see how they say his last name.
Saints penalty coming with 6:33 remaining in the first period. Number 37,
It's Kochov.
2 minutes for hooking.
All right, here's Conrad at the point, sends it across, shot. Nice save.
Saints on the unlogic penalty kill.
All right, got a man right in front. Oh, and they lose the puck in the slot as they tried to get a set up. Number 19, Quinn. And Starr leaves it off there for John Nienhaus. And he drops it off for Conrad. Conrad's going to walk it down the right wing boards and send it in deep. Jaden Montgomery out of the net to send it around to the far side. Now the Blues trying to set up their power play. Conrad on the right point. Waits. Now he sends it into number 13. And back to the point, and the Blues aren't able to hold it as there was a bouncing puck. And Nienhaus has to go get it. And he drops it off for Conrad, who gets it to number 92, Honert. Honert given a rough ride against the boards. Good solid check.
Yeah, labeled.
And so far through 1 minute and 5 seconds, the Blues have not done much with this opportunity. Now a giveaway in the zone. And fortunate is taken off in there by Conrad. Conrad gets it ahead to number 13, Beckwith. Beckwith's going to get to the front of the net, and his shot is knocked aside. He's bumped now back to the point. Tries to get it over to Conrad, and hits that pass to Conrad. Doesn't make connections, and the Saints are able to ice the puck with 25 seconds left on the Blues power play advantage. Now a pass from Conrad goes astray in his own zone. He has to go back and pick it up, and he does so. He's hounded there by Sieverding, I believe. Now it comes out to Conrad. Across the center ice. Sends it in. Montgomery plays it.
That'll do it for the power play.
Good job of penalty killing. Not much in the way of good scoring chances. 7-4. No shots on goal in that penalty. Now here it is. Peters with a good hard shot. And Montgomery alertly came out to the top of his crease to cut down the angle, and he made a nice save with the glove.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not going to be any traffic in front on that, and so it makes it a much easier save for Mr. Montgomery, who I got a note from Kevin Kwok said that Montgomery played with your grandson and Austin Kwok up at Mavericks.
Oh, is that right?
Is a well-known commodity to some of these Blues. Yeah, good. Apparently, a pretty good tendy, as we've seen.
Now, puck is back at center ice. I didn't know there were any kids from Dubuque on that team. I guess there are a lot of things I don't know. Saved by Starr on one from the top of the right circle. We'll have a face-off in that circle to the left of Starr with 4:01 left in a first period that has found the Saints off to a 2-0 lead.
Max Patton, Austin Kwok, and Husky out there on this line.
I don't think Kevin Kwok meets the age requirements for this lead.
No, I don't think he wants to be out there against
No,
his
I don't
kids.
think so. He's smarter than that.
I hope so.
I see him with a driver more than I do with it's a man right in front.
Moved.
Oh, back to the point shot, saved by Starr.
Good one.
And that's going to be a penalty on Sweeney. I believe that was
assume.
Sweeney.
Oh, they're going to go with boarding, which I figured they would go roughing, but they did go boarding. Let's see if they're going the 2 or the 2 and 10. I'm betting it's the second.
2.
Yep, 2 and 10. He made the 10 motion. He didn't do the hands on the hips, which is odd. Usually that's Colin Waddick, who we know well from our time at home. He's refs there frequently, but he showed the 10, but never did the hands on hips.
Well, I'll tell you, the biggest thing about this is getting Cody Sweeney off the ice for 12 minutes.
Yep. Exactly right. Now, Blues, to get one here in the later stages of this period would be really beneficial, but you're going to have a much better power play than the last time.
Back to the point. Going to send it over to Conrad at the right point. Conrad's going to walk and wire. Big save by Montgomery, and Dubuque's going to get to it and carry it. Man one-on-one coming into the zone is Sieverding. Carries it all the way around the Blues net, taking time off the clock. Dumps it back to center ice where it's picked up by Quinn. Quinn, 3-on-2, gets it into the zone. Here's Conrad with a shot and a save. No, there was a rebound, but the Blues couldn't quite get to it. Conrad sends it over to Johnny Nienhaus. Nienhaus back to, there's a shot. Knocked off the defenseman. Kept in over to Nienhaus. Goes into the corner. Passes are just a little bit off on this power play so far.
Oh.
Now this is Quinn. Going to let one go. Oh, just deflected wide of the right post. And Conrad is unable to hold that into the point. He didn't have much chance on that.
No.
And so we've got 1 minute left on this power play for the Blues. And, of course, with Sweeney in the box, he's not out there defending and causing mayhem on the penalty kill for us. So now the puck not able to be kept in by number 92, Honert. He picks it up, gets it to Conrad, who was just barely on this right side of center ice. Sends it in deep. Now intercepted. You got a man right in front of us. Conrad back in front. And the puck.
Oh, that must have gone post.
That must have hit the post because it was wide open. Here's another shot deflected in front. It bounced behind the net. Rebound.
It's still loose.
Montgomery has really been tested here on this. Now it goes to Conrad. Once again, to get it to the backhand. Save!
Yeah!
Conrad scores!
Holy shnikes. What a flurry of saves by Montgomery, but he can't stop the last one by 97, Isaiah Conrad on the backhand.
Montgomery made some great saves, and his defense did some. The Blues were moving the puck beautifully there, and nothing was happening from a positive standpoint until Isaiah walked into the slot and went to the backhand and got one past him. So that makes the score 2-1. And for those of you keeping track at home, that's the fourth straight goal for the Blues, scored by number 97, Isaiah Conrad.
Shocker. Well, we called for a better power play, and that one was
it.
much, much, much better than the last. Blondin looking to insert himself into the game yet again, holding things as the lineman.
Assisted on the play by number 92.
Kelly Honer.
And number 13, Blue Becker.
Yeah,
Honer and
Beckwith get the helpers on
Yep,
that.
Exactly.
Let's see if the Hawks, the Blues can build off that power play goal late in the first period to get themselves back in the game.
For sure.
Shots on goal have evened up a little bit. It's now 10-9 in favor of the Blues. Now here they come out. This is number 87 Mueller. He loses control. Now it's turned over at the blue line, and it comes over to Kwok on the right wing. Kwok dumps it diagonally to the far side corner where it's played by number 32. Around to this side. Kept in by Mueller into the corner. There's a long lead pass at center ice. Man going to get to the net. Ooh, a headhunter went over the top of the net. Mueller's going to get there first for the Blues. But he loses it to number 26. That's Ruiz. And off the glass and out. That's not going to go far enough as DeCrow chases it down, but he's beaten to the puck by Cruiser.
Good work, though.
We're down to 30 seconds in the first period. Now here's 2-on-1 developing. Kirkenbush going to get the shot away. Saved by Starr.
Saved by Starr.
Using that man coming down the middle as a decoy, and Kirkenbush held it to the last minute and then fired a shot and tried to go 5-hole, and looked like Starr made the save.
But the 2-on-1's woes continue for your Blues. You don't like to see those.
Nope.
What do we got? Decker, Patton, and DeCrow.
Now back to the high slot. Put into the corner. Who's going to get to it first? That's Decker battling for it, along with number 88, Blanc. Now the puck comes loose in front, but it knocked away, and Blues come out of the zone. Now hits the skate of Patton and potentially sets up the Saints with an opportunity in the waning seconds of the period. And it comes off the stick of DeCrow. Here's a long shot, deflected, and that would have counted had it gone in. Wow. A deflection 6 feet in front of the net, and Starr made the save.
Whew.
So however bad he may feel about that long 100-footer that bounced past him, he's got to feel great about the saves he's made in the last several minutes. And the Blues have narrowed the lead to 2-1. We've got 34 minutes of hockey ahead of us, and we're down 1. So as the teams go to the dressing room for the break, we will take a few minutes off while they resurface the ice. We'll be back again. The score after 1 period, the Saints 2, the Blues 1. This is Quad City Blues hockey. All right, hope you all had a chance to get a sandwich and check on the football games, but it's back to action here in Dubuque for the second period. A late power play goal by, I wonder who, Isaiah Conrad, brought the Blues from a 2-0 deficit to where they trail now by a score of 2-1. Rich, what are you looking for in this period?
You know, I'm hoping for more of the same. I really felt like the Blues came out and were taking it to the Saints for the first 90 to 120 seconds, give or take, and then all of a sudden it seemed to flip, and the Saints got some traction and got that first goal, and then the second one is just a fluky bounce that if you're a attendee, I think you just got to wash that out of your brain and say, all right, well, it happened, and we're going to move on. And luckily for, as you mentioned, luckily for us and the Blues, Mr. Sweeney is coming back over into the box to finish his 2-10. So they will be without his services, the Saints, that is, for at least another, what?
That penalty came at about the 4-minute mark, so he's
Right.
got another 8 minutes to serve. So
Right.
we shouldn't see him till about the 9:30 or 8-minute mark of the or 9-minute mark of the period, which, as they say, make hay while the sun shines or while Sweeney sits. We got to score some goals, and hopefully that will cause some concerns in the offensive framework for the Saints, although they obviously have some.
They still got plenty of high-skill guys.
A bench full of high-quality players out there who are going to try and ease the burden on Sweeney and score some while he's sitting out his 10.
Correct. Yeah, and no more 2-on-1s.
Yeah,
Man, if the Blues could limit the 2-on-1s to 0 more for the game, I would like their chances in the long haul in this one.
Yeah, and I imagine that Joe and his assistant are going to look at these tapes and see what's is the cause of the breakdowns that are allowing these 2-on-1s to develop. And, of course, it probably wouldn't even be an issue were it not for the skill of the particular players for Dubuque that are involved in these. They make you look worse than maybe you are, but they still got to look at it.
True.
All right, we are underway in the second period. Here's the centering pass in front. Going to come to Peters. Peters going to fire. It's knocked down by the defense. Doesn't get through. And now sent into the corner. Here's Conrad. Trying to get a hold of it, sends it back to the point to Peters. Peters sends it in around the boards to number 13, Beckwith. Beckwith tries to come out to the point. It's a long shot by Nienhaus. Shot, comes all the way through but misses the net. And that's going to be sent down all the way, and that'll be an icing against the Saints with 16:10 left in the second period.
This looks more like the beginning of the first period.
Yep.
Let's just hope it continues in that vein for your Blues.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say this game is not going to end 2-1.
No.
I don't know what the final score is going to be, but I really don't think it's going to be 2-1.
Agreed.
There's too much offensive firepower on both teams to let that happen.
For sure.
An abbreviated Ozzy song there for a minute.
Yeah, little
now,
crazy train.
And out of the zone, knocked off the stick by Beckwith. Blues look to bring it back in. This is Nienhaus's centering pass. Doesn't quite get through to Quinn. Now the puck is loose along the far boards. Conrad sends it into the corner where Quinn's going to get to it. He's got Beckwith. Pass was not quite on the tape where he wanted it. Back to Peters. There's a long shot. Deflected by the defense. I don't know how many games Montgomery has played in, but it seems to me that this team is working really hard to block shots. Ooh, there's a shot by Peters. Just went high. As you would expect, if a goaltender doesn't have a whole lot of varsity experience, that his team would really work hard to make sure that the scoring opportunities are few and far between. Here's Husky. Going to get a shot away. Doesn't. Is that deflected out of the rink? Apparently it was.
No. He had it in the glove.
Oh, okay. So it was on goal.
Yes.
I lost sight of that off the blade of the stick. Blues have increased their shots lead to 14-10. I think early on it was like 7-2.
Yeah.
Husky at the dot, ready to take the draw.
Hunter and Kwok with him.
Puck is loose right in front and took a funny bounce off the boards. And fortunately for Dubuque, Montgomery was alert to the fact that he had a problem coming off the boards, and he blocked that carom and got it in his glove. So we're right back to where we started 10 seconds ago.
Correct.
This time Husky does win the draw, at least temporarily, but it comes out, and DeYoung is going to have to get back. Makes a nice move at his own blue line. Now he's knocked down, and that's going to be a penalty.
It is.
Against Dubuque. And they touch up, and that'll be a tripping penalty against Dubuque. Again, not an intentional trip, but a trip nonetheless. And this is number 13, Ruiz, who doesn't like it at all. This is Sam Ruiz. I'm not sure which is the older of the two Ruiz brothers.
I do not know. Quick stats on Jaden Montgomery. Has played in 5 games, 1 win, 3 losses, a save percentage of 85.7%, and a goals against average of 5.14.
Back to the far point. Nienhaus gets it to Conrad. Conrad moving in. Shot scores! Conrad does it again. That's 5 straight goals for the Blues have come from the stick of number 97. Where is Vicky today?
She's right over there.
Oh, okay.
She's filming.
Yesterday she was down here.
Yeah.
Oh, there she's
waving her.
She's waving the towel. And with 14:42 left in the second period, the Blues have scored a power play goal by Isaiah Conrad, and the Blues are right back in the game, tied at 2.
I've got to think Nienhaus has 1. Yep. Nienhaus with the only apple.
Meserick going at it with Beckwith, and Beckwith. And the linesman says, knock it off, boys. Stay outside the circle and don't swing your sticks at each other. And they do.
Of course they do.
Quinn tries to keep it in at the blue line. And now Quinn tries to dump it back into his own zone where they can play it. This is DeYoung.
Puck comes free in his skates.
It's in the dead zone where we can't see it. Now it rolls around behind the net where Chase DeYoung's going to get to it. Now here is Beckwith racing for it. 1-on-2 as he enters the zone. He's trying to get to the middle. Oh, and he loses control of the puck just as he tried to go to the forehand. Good effort. Now it's intercepted by Quinn. Back to the point. Over to Quinn. She shot. Oh, and a great save on a deflection. Blunk's shot from the point was deflected, I think, by Quinn. And Montgomery got the pad on and made a great save. Otherwise, the Blues would have taken a lead here.
Yeah.
Now here is Weiner. Sends it over to the far board where it's picked up by Meserick. Centering pass, knocked to the corner by Blunt. Nice job. Now here's a man going to get a shot away and a save by Starr. Well, since that fluke goal happened, Aiden Starr has been at the top of his game, stopping everything.
Yep.
I think that's like 12 straight shots on goal that he's been able to stop. You know, what they got to be saying on that Dubuque bench right now is he had to come back this week. He couldn't take another week to. He just makes that power play so much more dangerous because not only of his scoring ability, but his passing ability. He makes everybody else on the unit that much better. Now, right in front of the penalty bench, puck is dumped into the zone. Peters sends it over to the far side to Johnny Nienhaus. Nienhaus dumps it in. The Blues are going to get it deep into the zone to DeCrow, and now it's dumped out. And they've got to tag up. They do, and now we're back in action behind the Dubuque net. It goes
Good job by Decker.
Patton and DeCrow back there battling with a couple of the Saints. Now we've got a 3-on-3 deflected off the stick of number 27 Decker, so that won't be an icing. Intercepted in the blue zone, but picked off there by Decker, and the Blues are going to get it out to center ice. And we've got a hand pass coming up against Dubuque, so they whistle it down for a face-off in the neutral zone.
All right, all to play for. 12:30 to go in the second period. Deuces are wild.
Well, I feel a lot better than I did about 35 minutes ago when it was 2-0.
Uh-oh. Who's Twig? Going to the Blues bench.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know which parent is listening that's going to be sad.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Exactly. $200, $300, $400. I don't know. Too much.
All right, this comes back to Chase DeYoung. Crosses the line. Center line, that is. Now he dumps it into the zone. Controls it. Going to get to the net. Almost. He's knocked off his stick just before he got a shot away.
Good cover-up by Mueller.
Yeah, it was. Now
Smart.
Mueller is battling for it along the boards. Nobody back there now except number 27, Kretz. Filion going to contest the play. And Blunk does a nice job after having to deal with a couple of blocks.
A lot of
kept it at
jousting
center
over there.
ice.
Yeah.
One man back for the Blues. It's Blunk, so he's got to be careful. Now he's going to get some help as he comes around the net. Sends it ahead, and that gets past the defense, a little bit behind the intended recipient of that pass, and that'll be a icing against the Blues, but that's all right because I think they wanted to change anyway.
Truth.
And we've got a whole new crew. This is the, let's see, we
top
got
line,
Otten,
and then Otten and
and
Nienhaus
Nienhaus.
on D, yeah.
Put behind the net by, oh, here's a man right in front. Get that puck out of there, boys. Behind the net, tries to center it in front, and Starr, right on the corner of the net, makes the save. Not really a save so much as he just stopped the puck and stopped the play. It was an attempt to center it from behind the net, and he stopped it and grabbed it.
Wisely.
Puck loose in the circle. Man's going to get a shot away, and Starr has to use the paddle to stick it to the corner. Now here comes number 97, Conrad, leading a 3-on-2 break. Now they catch up. It's a shot. Tip to the corner. Now Beck was going to chase it down. He's going to get beaten to the puck there by Kirkenbush, and it deflects to the net, and Montgomery makes the save.
All right. Get the Husky line to come over the boards. That's Husky, Kwok, and Honert. They've been together basically this whole weekend. Peters and Blunk on the back end. Now you're going to get a forward line change for Dubuque.
Yeah, Honert had been playing on that top line for the last 6 or 8 weeks in the absence of Conrad, but obviously with Isaiah back, you've got to make some juggles.
Yep.
Now the puck is loose. This is going to be Peters racing back after it. He knew he couldn't beat the man to the puck, so he just cut him off, so he couldn't get anything started. Now here's a pass right in front. Save by
what a
Starr.
save by Starr on Sam Ruiz, number 13.
Ruiz looks skyward and asking why.
Why was that? The answer to why was that Aiden Starr was up above the blue paint, cutting off all the angles.
That's right. Ruiz going to take the draw, see if he can do it again. But
good win by Husky.
Good choice there by Peters not to try and stop that puck in front of his net. Let the goalie see it because you never know what happens when it hits the defenseman's stick.
Yeah.
Now the puck is loose right in front. And the Blues get it out of there, and Honert gets that off out of the zone to Husky, and now look for Dubuque to come back. End of the zone. Shot is blocked by the defense by Peters. Peters, who is actually coming home. This is where he started his hockey career, I believe. I remember hearing that story. His folks used to live up here in Dubuque. Now Blunk over the left wing blue line. Gets it back to Honert. His shot is deflected by Montgomery. Montgomery, another shot, deflected behind the net and up and out of play.
I didn't know where that one went for a second.
I was faking it. I wasn't sure either, but I figured it had to be out of play because nobody was looking for it.
You're absolutely right, and that was the call. You know what? Sometimes you just have to say it with confidence, and everybody will believe you. That's how I run my practice most of the time. Conrad back with Quinn, Nienhaus, and DeYoung.
And they're going to say nope. That change came too late, so number 15. What's his name?
Sagers.
Okay. Now rolled around to the far side of the corner, picked up by Number 20, back to Beckwith. Beckwith fires on a nice save by Montgomery. If he had been able to pick that puck up cleaner, he might have had a better chance. Now here is Quinn, going to take it behind the net and knock to the half boards to DeYoung. DeYoung tries to get it to 97 Conrad. Conrad pass is deflected, but kept in. And now it's dumped up into the Blues bench, and they're going to say, I believe that was off a Dubuque player 6, so the face-off, is that going to be down in the...
Well, if
it's
our
be outside.
coaching staff gets their way, it will. Oh,
and
my goodness.
Win for the good guys.
The lobbying worked. I don't know.
And sometime in the last few seconds, it appears that Sweeney has been sprung from the penalty box after serving his 2 and 10. So everybody be on high alert because there's Nienhuis puts it behind the net. And it comes out, and Dubuque's going to lead a rush out of the zone, but they can't get much further as Nienhuis picks it up. Nienhuis drops it off and gets it to Beckwith in his own zone. Going to turn in front of his own net. Yeah, that's the better play.
Mm-hmm.
Brought back in by...
offside play. Now Sweeney's going free.
Yeah, Schilling brought it in before his teammates had cleared the zone, so that'll be an offside. Face-off resulting in the blue at the dot just outside the Blues defensive zone right in front of us. Blues now with a 22-15 shot on goal lead, and they've tied the game at 2-2. And every game we've played against these guys has been like this. It's just amazing.
I know, it's crazy. All right, Husky line in.
Becken throws it over, tries to get it to Sweeney on the left side, takes it into the corner. Now they play it back to the far point. There's a long shot, deflected to the side of the net. I didn't have any depth perception there on where that puck was going.
You and me both.
There's Klock, and he gets it out of the zone, but unable to complete the pass to number 92, Honert. Now it's sent in. Honert, and what do we got?
I guess it's an offside play.
Oh.
Must have nicked Honert on the way by because he was coming back to tag up, but they called it immediately. It must have clipped him just a touch.
All right. 97 Conrad to take the draw. He's got Beckwith on the left, Quinn on the right with the back line of Nienhuis and Lucas Peters.
Zebra hoof in the way.
Played off the wall to Nienhuis. Nienhuis pass misses connections with everybody, and that's going to be an icing against the Blues.
All right. Same 5, but this draw will be, looked like it was going to be Liam Quinn. Oh, still going to be.
Meserik, we know, is going to take the draw for Dubuque. Dare I say it, this has been a pretty well officiated game. No problems. Sukochov going to throw it in along the boards, and it's dumped out. That's going to go down. I don't think that's going to make it far enough for an icing.
Beckwith on his
Beckwith is going to take it behind the net. He's got Conrad breaking down the middle. What happened there? Did that shot hit the goaltender?
I don't know, but the puck ended up way over here.
It's almost like that shot hit Montgomery and wound up. He looked a little dazed there for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to watch the tape on that.
That was odd. That puck bounced so far up in the air. Nobody knew where it was until I saw it land near dot in the offensive zone for your Blues.
Let me ask you a question here. If you got a penalty, like a boarding or a check from behind, and then you get the misconduct, and then you get another one of those, does that count as 4 penalties? You're out?
It does.
Okay. So Sweeney's got to be careful. Beckwith tries to get a stick on it, but he loses it. And now here comes Sieverding over the line and sends it over the net. I think Sieverding's father is manning the penalty box for his team.
Yep.
or the clock maybe. I don't know what he's doing, but there's somebody with a Sieverding jersey down there. Now stopped over on the side by by Quinn. He can't quite get a hold of it, and instead it's taken off there by number 26. Now Nienhaus is going to get to it. Puck is loose. Nice
Good
job
stop
there.
by Peters.
Long shot in front. The puck goes behind the net to Nienhaus. Sends it around the near side boards, but not out. Beckwith is crunched up against the glass, but he maintains possession of the puck long enough to get it out of the zone. Down to 6:48 left. Puck off the stick, and Nienhaus deflects behind his own net. He's the first one to it. Now he plays it off the boards, and it comes out of the zone. Played there by, that is number 8, Schilling. Gets it to Conrad. He dumps in a lob shot, goes behind the net, and that's going to be an icing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was definitely behind the.
He was, for sure.
It was
That's
kind
the
of a
right
delayed
call.
action on that because of the nature of his shot. It was kind of like a lob wedge that went way up in the air and bounced, but he was definitely behind the center line when he shot that. So
Did not have the backspin to check up
no.
like you would on hope for your flop shots.
Yeah. Not mine, but
Ooh, I'm garbage. All right. Decker, DeCrow, and somebody behind the screen, Mueller.
all right. Ooh, be
What are
careful
you
there.
doing, Blanc? Come on,
Oh.
bud.
Blunt gets past 2, but he can't get it out of the zone, and now it's thrown out, and that's
Ooh,
going to be an
that's
icing
gonna go for an
against the
icing.
Blues as Mueller ices the puck. Yeah, I get a little worried when a D-man, whoever it is, comes out from behind his own net right down the gut of the slot and has to get around 2 or 3 guys. He got around 2, but not the third.
You get
Ended up-
worried.
Yeah.
Wait until it's your own kid. I know you've
Yeah.
had your grandson do the same.
Yeah, he's had a few of those in his career.
I know. I do not like that. Find a nice stick to pass to and put it on their tape, please. All right, Husky line in.
Back to the point to Schilling. Schilling going to get it to the slots. Oh, and it just trickles past the right goal post. It was deflected. Now the puck is loose, and after it's deflected to the corner by Starr, Blues are bottled up in their own zone, have not been able to get it out for some time.
Yeah.
Blunk's still out there, along with number 20, DeYoung.
Yep.
And now the Blues are going to get it out. And they ruled out he was on the right side of center ice, and I'm not so sure, but
I'm not either.
maybe we'd reached our icing limit for this game. I don't know. Oh, now we got a 2-on-2 coming back. This is Ruiz. Tries to get it across, trying to find number 16. That was Pierce, but unable to do so. Now Blunt puts it to the corner. DeYoung, could he get it out? No, not quite. Kept in.
No.
Now the puck comes out of the zone. This is number 24, DeYoung. DeYoung over the blue line, going to shoot one, and is knocked down by the defense. Nice play there.
Ooh, nice
Shot
shot!
score! Husky! Brady Husky. Well, somebody besides Isaiah Conrad has put one in the net for the Blues. Brady Husky. The shot was originally from Chase DeYoung. It missed the net, but it bounced off the backboards in a way that it came out.
I think DeYoung actually passed that back out
Did he?
in front on the backhand, and it went to Husky. A heads-up play. He knew somebody was trailing. Husky did not make a mistake. Beautiful play.
And Husky, with his stick on the ice, not carrying it up around his hips, had the stick on the ice and was able to make contact with that puck and looked like a backhand that beat Montgomery.
Yeah.
So, well, if that kid played for the Mavericks, he knows Brady Husky too, because Brady played for a year or two with the Mavericks up in Minnesota. So,
and Nolan Filion and Max Patton.
Yeah.
All those guys.
And for what do we got
Penalty
here? We've
coming.
got a penalty. This is going to be
Roughing
against
on
Mueller.
Yes.
Anyone? Mueller.
Anyone.
And that is not going to go down on my scorecard as a good penalty because you have just taken the lead. The last thing you want to do is to give them a power play opportunity. But that's what we've done. So with exactly 5 minutes to play in the second period.
Oh, hopefully a full 2 minutes.
Nice music.
Quinn, Beckwith, Nienhaus, and Peters.
All right.
Are your
Dubuque
four.
sets up the power play. Becken Sends it along the boards. Blues trying to maintain that 4-man box. Now here's a man breaking in. He sends one through the crease, but
That was Sweeney. It's going to make it out.
and Becken picks it up at center ice. He's checked there by Quinn. He has to dump it off to
Great forechecking.
number 21, Kirkenbush. And the Blues, good lift of the stick there by Sweeney.
Yeah, it was.
Prevented the Blues from icing the puck. Now here's a man going to get a shot away. Save by Starr. Now we're going to get
Now,
something.
which is going to be the call? Is it going to be the initial or is it going to be the retaliation? No, it's going to be both.
Now, that's probably the right call.
It is.
Yeah, it is probably the right call.
There wasn't going to be a call on Johnny until there was retaliation. Look at that, 21-on-21 crime.
21 is Kirkenbush. And obviously 21 for the Blues is
Cross-check and
Nienhuis.
rough.
Yep.
Cross-check for Nienhuis, rough for Kirkenbush.
And
Right calls.
That is the right call. And so the Saints will maintain a 5-4 advantage for 1 minute and 24 seconds. They have lost one of their best offensive players, and we have lost one of our best defensive players.
Yeah.
So I guess it all evens out in every way.
Sure. Quinn at the dot.
Back to the point. Now to the side to number 7, Sweeney. And Sweeney has the puck knocked off his stick, and he's got to go back to center ice and reset. Now he's coming down the right wing. Takes it behind the net, checked by Blunk. Blunk forces him all the way to the far side, and now comes back to the point to Becken. Becken sends it around behind the net. Good job by Blunk to prevent a centering pass. Now here's a man trying to get a backhand away. Doesn't work. There's a long shot. Score. Becken. Scores a power play goal with 3:52 left in the second period, and we are tied at 3.
And you could see Aiden Starr, if you go back and watch that replay, he could not see anything coming toward him.
No.
Carter Kirkenbush, 2 minutes for roughing. Your offside penalties.
Okay. So yeah, there was no way that Aiden Starr could see any of that puck coming at him, especially by the way he reacted once it was past him. So
And it was up high.
right, tree to tree.
Well, you didn't really expect any team to get a 2-goal lead, did you?
No, not at all.
Here's Quinn. Tries to center it in front, trying to find Conrad. This time he's not unable to do it. Now back to. All right, Meyer and Sweeney on the helpers. Yep. Now Blunk's the first man back. Sieverding tries to get it around to the far side wall, and this time it gets past Schilling and goes all the way back. That won't be an icing because it was the
Quinn.
Here's a man trying to get it in front to Conrad. Conrad still got it. He's taking it behind the net. Now he stops. And this time he can't get it to a man in front, but he settles for getting it to DeYoung. Now a deflection off a shot possibly by Conrad, but this time Montgomery was able to stop it.
Nice job by
And
DeYoung
back into the
with step
corner.
up.
Less than 3 minutes to go in the second period. Blues control behind the net. Here's a shot. Right through the crease into the corner. Back to Blunk. The near side point. He's going to let one go. Deflected in front.
Big rebound.
Now Beckwith unable to control it, and Dubuque is able to get it out of the zone. A couple of good chances for the Blues. And Blunk reverses it to Chase DeYoung. 2.5 minutes left in the second period. Gets it to number 92, Honert. Honert into the zone, gets around the defense. Now he's cut off. Gets it to DeYoung, who sends it diagonally across and out. And now we've got Meserik breaking. Is he going to get to the net? He might. He's going to shot. Big save by Starr.
Save the left pad. Oh.
What a great save by Stars. It looked like Meserik had beaten him. He had certainly beaten the defenseman, so it was Starr all by himself that had to stretch out and make that save. Now it comes free to... intercepted by Honert. Honer's going to walk and shoot. Score! Kelly Honert on a breakaway. Took it in from center ice and beat Montgomery with a backhand. And the Blues, after the Saints tied it a minute or two ago, have retaken the lead with 1:47 left in the second.
Wow.
Increased their shots on goal to 27-19 over the Saints. I'm pretty sure. Unassisted goal.
Yep, agreed.
I was going to do clock math there, but I'm just going to go with 1:47 left. It's getting too late in the day.
I like it. Also, you were correct. The game's not going to end 2-1.
Yeah.
We knew.
All right, here come the Saints trying to get back into this. Lose control, and it is stumped out, and the Blues try and get it in. Here's a man brought down.
Oh, that's going to be, easy call.
Yeah, Quinn is taken down with a trip. And once again, the Blues will go to the power play with 1:29 left in the second period.
Number 12, Sieverding, doesn't like the call, but that was a pretty easy one for Mr. Waddick to make. BSN power play upcoming. Quinn will stay out there. It's going to be Quinn, Beckwith, Honert, Nienhaus, and Conrad.
Let's see how we develop this power play in the waning minute and a half we have in this period. Oh, kept in nicely. Comes to Beckwith. Beckwith is stopped by the defense. It never got through to the goaltender. Now Conrad back to Nienhaus. Nienhaus going to fire. Good save by Montgomery. I'm not sure he saw it until the very last second. Now Honert in front.
Nice
never
pass.
got through to the pass. Never got through to Beckwith. Now it's played behind the net to Quinn. Quinn is checked by Schilling. Now the Blues regain control. Here's a back pass looking for number 92, Honert. Now instead it's Quinn behind the net. Here's a man in front. That's Conrad. His shot is off the goaltender into the near side wall. Blues maintain control, at least for now. And that looked like it could have been a trip. Yeah, there's a lot of screaming coming from the bench, but they don't get the call. Here's Quinn in front. Man fails to get it out when he had a chance. Now here's the pass over to the far boards. We're down to 25 seconds left, and finally the Saints are able to clear the puck.
Lots of chances there for your Blues thus far on this power play.
Yep. Oh, here's almost lost it behind the net. Off the boards trying to get it to Beckwith. Instead, a man's going to get a shot away. No, it's blocked by the defense, and Conrad picks it up. Conrad's got 7 seconds. Into the zone with 3. Shot is blocked by the defense, and that's going to be it for the second period. The carryover on that penalty will be 31 seconds when we come back. Now watch the Dubuque coach probably between periods yell about that no call down here.
I mean,
this
time he's got a point.
Yeah.
I'll give him that one.
So at the end of 2 periods, the Blues have a 4-3 lead. We've got 17 minutes at least left to play in this game when we come back for the third period. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. This is Quad City Blues Hockey. All right. We are back for the final period of hockey this weekend. It's been a great weekend so far, and we are 17 minutes away. The Blues lead it 4-3 after 2 periods of play. The Blues will open the third period with a power play, but only for 31 seconds.
Right.
And we'd like to welcome anybody who might be watching. We are the last remaining game of the weekend, so there might be a few assorted people from around the league wondering what's going on in the last game of the day. If so, stay with us. And been a lot of offense in these 2 games this weekend between these 2 varsity teams. 6-5 yesterday and a overtime thriller won by the Blues, and today they're ahead 4-3, but a lot of time left and a lot of talented players on that Dubuque team to worry about.
Way to snipe that dazzle there, Dino. Good job. A dazzle grouping of 3 or more zebras. You could call it a herd, but that's no fun. We like to go with dazzle. Also, Greg mentioning we're the only show left on, so if you could hear the droning sound of our voices, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. We're still trying to get to 1,200 subs. Delving for 12. We're in the 1,180s, so 82 to be precise. You could be 83, 84, or 85. Hit it.
Or leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you really think about us.
All fair game.
Absolutely. All right. Sieverding has resumed his place in the penalty box, but he's only got 31 seconds left, and then he'll be back.
Or hopefully
less. Or hopefully sooner.
Yeah,
we'd be more than happy to let him out in 10 or 15 seconds.
Absolutely.
If it means that the Blues have bumped the lead to 5-3.
Correct.
But actually, remember, even if they do, remember we had a 5-3 lead last night with about 7 minutes left, and Dubuque came back with 2 goals and forced the overtime.
Yep.
All right, we're underway now. Is a turnover right off the faceoff. Man going to get to the net. Saved by Starr.
Wow.
Very careless play, right? Careless turnover at the blue line by the Blues.
Oof.
Led to a shorthanded opportunity for Dubuque, which, fortunately for the Blues, they were not able to convert. And now they're going to rag the puck at center ice and send it back in. And we're down. The Blues will have at most one chance for one rush. And they're putting pressure on, so they're going to make that as difficult as they can. Now here's Beckwith, sends it ahead to Quinn. Quinn to Conrad. Conrad's unable to hold it. And
that's the end of the power play.
Yep. Sieverding back on. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey in the first minute of play of the third period. Over on the far side, picked up by Sieverding. He loses it. Shot on goal, but deflected to the corner by Montgomery. And now here's a long pass. Meserek once again got behind the defense. The Blues are in the midst of a change. Now here's a man breaking over the line, but he's stopped. And this is number 92, Honert, from about 75 feet, is right on goal. But Montgomery makes the save. Well, be careful there.
Yep.
Here is Peters. Peters, nice pass right on the tape to Beckwith. Beckwith is stopped before he could get into shooting position. Peters once again. Oh, now there's a pass to Beckwith. Eventually it gets to Beckwith. Peters going to get a shot away. It's deflected by the defense. The Blues aren't getting anything through to the goal at this point. Here's Blunk going to try one. Shoots it diagonally to the corner, where the first one to it is DeCrow. He's not able to do anything with it. And the puck rolls along the near side boards, picked up by Blunk at center ice. He looks over to Peters. And the Blues need to be aware of that trailing man. Here's a man going to get in. Nice save by Montgomery, save by Klock. And it rolls out to the far side to Ruiz. He's going to come out, tries to get it ahead. DeYoung does just enough to keep the man from getting free to the net with control of the puck. Now here's a man right in front. Knocked off his stick, back to the point, long shot. Puck is loose right in front, and the Blues are going to be able to dump it out to center ice, where Sukochov. Sukochov is target practice at the Blues bench.
Who's that sitting over on the end? It's Beckwith. Must have angered the man before that.
31-21 is your shots on goal in favor of the Blues, which is similar to the track we were on last night, which wound up, I think, 41-32 or something like that.
Give or take, yep. Out comes line one.
And off the draw, it goes right into the bench of the Saints.
DeYoung and Nienhuis on the back end right now with line one out there. Conrad, Quinn, and Beckwith.
Blues control in their own zone. They get it out, but turn it over right away to number 21. I'm reading off the wrong sheet. I got the JV sheet back on.
That's not going to
say, where's 21 on his list? All right, here's Beckwith. Yeah, that was Kirkenbush down there. But this is Beckwith in the offensive zone. Gets it to Conrad. Conrad puts it right out front, but nobody there but the white shirts of the Saints. Puck rolls around to the near side corner. And now it comes out to Sweeney. Sweeney sends a pass right on the tape on the far side to Kirkenbush. He gets over the line, going to get a shot away. Starr makes the save, kicks it to the corner where Nienhuis gets control. And it's dumped up and out of the zone to center ice where Schilling plays it for the Blues. Oh man, what a weak penalty that is. What a weak penalty that is. Oh, my goodness.
Beckwith took a swipe at the puck, ended up in the skates of, I didn't catch which one that was. I thought maybe Schilling. Immediately dropped his twig, but the hand was on its way up. So a BSN penalty kill.
And Beckwith with Beckwith in the box. The Blues are deprived of probably one of their 2 or 3 best penalty killers.
Truth.
One of the best penalty killers in the league. And so we'll see what happens here. Here's a man coming right out. Shot. Goes through the far side. Missed the net. Now over to the right point. Gets it into the half ball. Shot. Deflected wide of the net. Kept in by number 12, Sieverding. Gets a man shot. Save by Starr. Flash on the leather.
Oh,
great save by Aiden Starr.
Really, really nice play there.
And boy, that was a lot of action that only took 24 seconds off the penalty time. So
24 seconds off the clock and 24 months off my life.
Yep. Well, the Blues got a lot of work to do to kill the remainder of this penalty.
Yeah, they do.
Now here's a man getting a shot away. It's deflected by the defense. Sweeney puts it into the corner. Now he's going to chase it down. Centering pass. It hit. I don't know if Starr made the save or it hit the post.
I think a little bit of both.
It was a good setup. Back to Meyer. Meyer tries to get it to Sweeney. Passes a little bit ahead of him. The Blues have done not even close to getting the puck cleared out of the zone. Here's a man going to try and bring it around on a wraparound. Starr makes the save. Back to Sweeney. Sends one over to the far boards. Man fans on the shot, but the Blues can't get it out. Now it comes to trying to get it to Sweeney. Are the Blues going to get it out?
Maybe.
Yes,
yeah.
They finally get it out. We're down to 50 seconds, but there's been a lot of activity in the blue zone. And this is number 23. Becken going to get to the net. Shot, save. Pad save by Starr. Along the near boards, and the Blues are going to get it out of there. Montgomery plays it behind his net, leaves it for Sweeney. They've got time for at least one more rush as here comes number 7, Cody Sweeney over the line on the left side. Going to get right to the slot. Now he loses control, gets it back to his point man. Nienhuis sent it around to the far side. Down to 10 seconds. One more clear would be able to get us out of this penalty, and that's going to be the issue. And we got Husky breaking.
He's got Quacker with him.
He's got Kirkenbush closing on him, and he's pulled down.
And that's going to be a penalty.
And that's
still with the puck, though. The backhand not good for Quacker.
Husky's asking for, I think Husky is pleading his case for a penalty shot, but he didn't really have the requisite step and a half ahead.
Correct.
So
it's got to be more than a full stride, that's for sure.
Trip on Kirkenbush, and that's the only thing he could do there. So
for sure. Yeah, he had to pull him down.
And we
So
go from
VSN power play.
we go from penalty kill to power play in one easy step.
Infomercial style. Quinn, Conrad, Beckwith, Nienhuis, and Honert.
Honert on one point.
Beckwith
Is that Meserick again? Meserick and
they don't
Beckwith
love each other.
No, they don't.
I am entertained.
Puck stays in the circle. Who's going to get to it first? It's gotten to by Dubuque, but they can't get it out. Oh, here's a dangerous play. Now here's a man breaking for it. Is he going to get to the net? He is. Shot. Saved by Starr. Tries to go for the wraparound. Man, we got to be careful with those cross-ice passes on the power play because
blind and backhand was that one. And
that's
just
ugly.
You can't make that pass.
Remind me to tell Braden when he gets back, never do that.
I think they've all heard it. They just have to remember.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is Quinn over to Conrad over the line on the right wing. Stops. Back to the point. Here's Beckwith with Nienhuis with a hard shot, but Montgomery makes a good save and holds on for a face-off with 1:18 left on the Saints penalty.
Quinn at the dot against 22, I believe. No, 12.
Back to Husky. Husky to the fire. Hits the crossbar. Montgomery didn't like getting bumped into there. I think Quinn was kind of shoved into him.
Yeah.
Now there's a long shot knocked down by Montgomery and tripped to the corner. Here's Nienhuis. Nienhuis walks the line, going to get a shot away. Missed the left post by about 2 feet. And the puck is cleared all the way down. And Nienhuis has to go back and pick it up. I don't know why the red light is flashing behind the net, but that's certainly shouldn't be on. It's kind of a distraction.
Yeah, you got those kids back there behind it messing with it.
All right, here's Conrad over the line. Conrad's going to use the defense as a screen. Tried to use Meserick, but his shot was offline and goes behind the net. Now Conrad gets it over to Husky. It was a bouncing puck, and he couldn't settle it down to get a shot away, so it's cleared all the way down. Now they turned off the flashing light behind Starr. Here's Conrad. Conrad leaves it for Beckwith, but it's taken off in there by Meserick. Penalties down to 12 seconds. Oh, here, nice move by Meserick, but a dangerous one as he plays it right in front of his net. Now here's a long clearing pass, and that's going to be the last icing that they need to kill off this penalty.
Full strength.
Here's a man getting almost pulled down. Now comes to Honert, puts it in deep, goes all the way around to the far boards, and this is Meserick. Drops it back. That comes to number 8, Schilling. And now DeYoung gets it out along the boards, but not out. There's a man sending it across to Braden Schilling. Schilling's shot is deflected by Decker. Decker gets it out and gets it ahead to number 20, Kwok. Kwok is held off nicely there by number 27, Kretz. And the puck comes all the way down. And there's no icing on the play.
Yeah, Blunk had every opportunity to play that one.
And the puck is tipped, but that was tipped behind the line. Oh, no, so there's no icing. That would have been an icing, but
for sure.
Good geometry there by the Blues. Not sure who was that tipped that. Oh, be careful.
Yep.
This is number 22, Weiner. Man is blunt. Are we going to get an interference penalty there?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a trip on Peters.
There's a man got it right in front. Now they're going to get a shot from the high slot and out of the zone. The goalie's been pulled because there's a delayed penalty on the Blues, so let's see what they can do with this. They've had it for about 25 or 30 seconds. Now they're finally knocked off the puck by Decker. And we're going to get an interference penalty
right.
on
Peters. Gets to visit his dad in the penalty box, but that's not ideal for your Blues with 7:43 to go.
I didn't do it, Dad, honest.
We know you did, bud. All right, Nienhuis, DeYoung, Husky, or maybe not. Never mind, not Husky, Quinn and Conrad.
Okay. It gives the Blues a little bit more offensive punch if they get an opportunity, but we're playing defense now. Back to the point, and it's going to get out of the zone. Blues get a break there, and it's knocked down by Conrad, and he sends it all the way back into the corner. So that's going to take about 15 seconds off the penalty. Now here they come. Ooh, we got a little slashing going on between Quinn and Becken. Now here's a man getting, right through the crease. Blues trying to get into position to get it out of the zone, but haven't been able to do so yet. Now Sweeney controls it, sends it over to the high slot. Man going to get right to the ball, and the puck was loose just outside the crease, and the Blues got it out of harm's way.
For sure that hit a post. You could hear it.
Yep. Now, both teams have hit some posts in this game. That's a hand pass. Oh, the Blues get a long shot on goal. They're trying to ice it, but they actually got it on goal. Down to less than 7 minutes in the game. 1 minute left on this penalty to Lucas Peters. Here's Kirkenbush over the line. Tries to do a spinorama on Blunk. Sends it in front. Just missed on a deflection. I thought that was in, actually. Not that I thought it was totally in, but I thought it was going to go in. Now here's man brought down behind the net. This picked up by Quinn. Quinn
strong work.
Gets it out of the zone, and Schilling gets it back in, but the Saints were still in the zone, so they've got to completely clear the zone to get started again. Now here's a tip into the zone by Sweeney. Tipped it all the way up over the glass, and so with 28 seconds left on the Blues penalty, we will have a face-off just outside their defensive zone. Shots on goal night now for the Blues, 35, for the Saints, 25. 6:11 to play in the game. Puck rolled into the corner. Blunt backhands it, but it's picked off on the boards. There's a long shot. Saved by Starr.
All right, 15 more seconds. In comes Austin Kwok. Out comes Beckwith.
Good shift by Beckwith on the penalty kill,
sure.
as usual.
Such hard work.
Now comes back to the far point, along the sidewall, into the corner to Sieverding. Sieverding tries to center in front. Huge save by Starr on a shot by number 17. That couldn't have been 17.
End of the penalty.
Number 12, I think, was Sieverding.
Yeah.
Anyway, the penalty is over. Can we get it out of the zone? We can. And
Husky.
Here come the Blues. Husky over the line. Clock racing for it. And kept
nice
in the
work.
zone. Nice play by Husky. Shot and a save by Montgomery. A nice save on a quick shot from about 30 feet out by Husky. Right into the glove of Montgomery. So the Blues have killed the penalty.
Weathered the storm.
At least for now.
Yep. Line one with Peters and DeYoung on the back end.
Conrad. Draw goes to Dubuque behind the net. Now in front. Here it comes. Conrad had an opportunity. Just never got his stick on it. Now in front. The puck is loose. Man in front. And deflected up and over the net. Blues putting on some pressure, and a shot goes right by the right post, missed by about a foot.
Quinn had a good opportunity there.
Now this is Conrad. Conrad sends it over. Beckwith tries to get it to Beckwith. And now here comes Sweeney. He's 1-on-3 as he enters the zone. He sends it in deep and then chases in after. 2 sevens, both Peters and Sweeney. Now a man coming in from the point, gets control of it. Shot! Saved by Starr.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
Wow. Looked like it trickled behind him, and he reached down and got the trapper down on it before it fully crossed the line. Holy moly.
The Blues had almost cleared the puck out of the zone. The point was empty, but a man coming off the bench had, quickly got to the blue line and stopped it, and then he engineered a shot to the goal, and they got a rebound and almost got it past Starr, but so far. Now here's a long pass out to center ice, and that's going to go far enough, and that's going to be an icing, I believe, against the Blues, and it is the correct call for sure. And that's all right.
Yes, it is. Husky line with Blunk and Nienhaus on the back end. Blunk was the one that put that all the way down. Husky line being Husky in the middle and Quack on one side, Honert on the other.
Oh, there's a shot by Ruiz that just fails to find the net just off to the left. Now it goes around to the side. Blunk's going to get to it first. Tries to get it up along the boards. Can he clear it out of the zone? Well, he does clear it. And right back in is Ruiz. Going to get a shot away. Bad shot off the boards. Bad bounce off the boards for the Blues.
Yeah.
And they got another shot but missed the net. Now here is Becken. His shot is deflected to the corner. A lot of desperation in the offensive zone. Here's a long shot. Save. Pad save by Starr. Man, we've been in our zone a long time.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get it out here, at least not right off the bat, as they battle for it. And they score from the wall, and I don't have a clue how that one snaked through. I heard the roar, and I knew something bad had happened. And Dubuque has tied the game late, as they did yesterday. With 3:41 left, we're 4-4.
Yeah.
Have any idea what happened there? Because I sure don't.
They threw it from the wall, and it just kind of went up and over his shoulder of Aiden Starr. So,
but again, this is one of those times that we talk about it occasionally where you have a chance to clear the zone and you don't do it. Eventually, It's going to cost you, and this time it did.
Yep.
So nothing comes easy with these two teams.
No.
Cruiser in his own zone. This is Ross. Gets it ahead. They're going to get to the net? No. It's knocked off the stick. And here they come. There's a long pass tipped into the zone by Quinn.
Dubuque Saints goal scored with 3:41 remaining in the third period by number 37, Nico Sukucha.
Now the Blues going to get a shot away. Good stop. It actually never got through to the goaltender. It was knocked down by the defense. Now here's a pass. That's going to go all the way down, and that is going to be an icing against the Saints.
3 minutes exactly. 4-4 in the third period. Shots on goal. Saints 30, Blues 37.
Very similar to what it was at this point yesterday. The Blues had outshot them by 7 or 8 late in the third period yesterday. And that goal, I'm not sure exactly when it came, but it was similar to the one yesterday. It was
Correct.
with like 3 or 4 minutes to play in regulation to make it then 5-5. Here's Conrad.
Ooh,
He hit it off the
outside of
post. Now the puck gets by Nienhaus, goes all the way down. Starr carefully plays it off to the side. Kept in by Sweeney. Tries to send. We tried to send it over to Kirkenbush, and Kirkenbush, the pass was behind him. Here's a man falls down, but he gets back up and is able to stop Beckwith, take it off his stick. Now you got Sweeney breaking down here over on the left boards, but the play is over on the right side. And here's a long pass ahead to Quinn. And that's going to be an offside against the Blues temporarily. They wave it off after they clear the zone. Now here's a long pass for Sweeney. Sweeney shot. Oh, that would have beaten Starr.
Yeah.
It just missed the net. Now the Blues come back over the line. Tries to get toward, gets it to Nienhaus. Nienhaus' shot is stopped by Montgomery, who's played really well today for a kid who's only played in 5 varsity games.
Yep.
Here's 23 Becken, tries to get it out, and that's going to be an icing against the Saints. It's almost about the time we're going to start seeing the coaches take their timeouts, I would think.
Yeah,
There's only 1:42 left.
Husky line comes in. DeYoung and Blunk on the back end.
Brady Husky at the dot, waiting for this important face-off. 102 seconds left in this weekend of hockey, maybe. Now we got Pierce breaking through center ice, but the puck is behind him. He's offside, and they make the call correctly.
He looked skyward, but he knows he was off.
Yep. And that's 10 seconds off the clock. Now we got a face-off outside the blue zone. And everybody's thinking the same thing. No mistakes here.
Right.
Got a chance to pick up at least a point. Oh, boy. Puck comes into the zone. This is Ruiz. Gets a shot away. It's loose in front. Now it's kicked around to the far side to Schilling. Schilling's shot is knocked down behind the net. It's loose in front. Man tries to get a shot away. Starr is down to make the save. Once again, there's a long shot. Oh, and it's broken up. We got to pass ahead to Clock.
He's got Husky with him.
He's got Husky. Gets it to Husky. Here's Husky going to get a shot. Saved by Montgomery, and he covers up.
Meeting of the clans. A minor meeting of the clans, but there won't be
we got
any
a Blues
penalties
player
there.
knocked down.
And then Husky gets dumped. Interesting. But nobody... I don't think anybody's going to call anything unless it's pretty egregious at this point after the play shenanigans. Line 1 plus Peters and Nienhuis.
56 seconds left in the game.
Conrad calls the play.
Conrad getting ready to take the draw. He's trying to cheat a little bit on that faceoff. Now it comes, got a 3-on-2 breaking right away. Over the line. Becken tries to send it behind the net.
Nienhuis.
Puck is loose behind the net. It's going to come back to the point. To number 23, Becken. Becken's shot is tipped, but goes to the corner.
Good
now
save
it rolls
by
around
Starr.
to the near side. Back to number 23, Becken. Becken, slap shot. Just missed the far post. And the Blues unable to get it out yet. And now they do.
Barely.
Becken sends it over on the other side, the right wing boards, to Kirkenbush. Kirkenbush shot is wide. We're down to 17 seconds left.
Come on, boys.
Now the Blues come back. This is Conrad. 9 seconds left. Conrad's shot. Save. Oh, and Beckwith just couldn't get the rebound. Now 3, 2, 1. And there's the buzzer on a last-second save by Starr. And the Blues are going to get at least 7 points out of this weekend. Now the question is, will they get 8?
Correct. Holy cow.
No, that's not right. Didn't he say 45?
No, 40, comma, for the Quad Cities.
Oh, I thought he said 45 for the Saints. Always ready to find fault with the public address announcers. That's one of my secondary jobs.
Berating zebras, finding fault with volunteer positions, calling the game. I like it.
Well, just to refresh your memory, the Dubuque Varsity with the game last night, their record is 6 wins, 5 losses, and 5 overtime losses.
Wow.
If they lose this in overtime, they will have as many overtime losses as they have wins.
Oof.
And
I'm okay with that.
And I'm okay with it too, but I would think that the frustration level in their locker room would just about be to the boiling point.
Yeah.
And their JV teams have the same problem.
Correct.
All right.
Everybody taking a minute here. Even the Zebras have to towel off before the start of overtime here. Don't forget, this upcoming weekend is Ames at home for senior night. And then the following weekend at home again, but it's the BSN Blackout against Fremont on January 13th and 14th. So come to the rink. There will be no broadcast. Then the Capitals on the 20th and 21st, and then February 2nd, Dubuque, I believe that's a Friday, just that single game at home.
All right, there's the buzzer indicating the 2 minutes is expired, and we will go to a 3-on-3.
There's not much difference between these two teams.
You think?
When it comes down to it, you know? A 1-goal win or a 1-goal loss at home, an overtime win yesterday, and another overtime game today. And that 1-goal win at home easily could have gotten tied up to go to overtime there, too.
Yep. So who have we got? We have Conrad. What a shock. We have Nienhuis, and we have Beckwith. And for the Saints, we've got Joseph Ross. And let's see, we have 8, which is Schilling. And I can't tell, that's 26, that's Ruiz. And the Blues take control right off the bat. And remember, control is the... Oh, yeah. You should have played that, Aiden. Now we got a face-off in the zone. If he had played that off to the side, one of his teammates could have retained possession. And possession, as in law, is 90% of the game.
100%.
No, 90.
Well, 90%. Well done. Well done. Oh, we do get possession. Nienhuis to Beckwith.
Beckwith's going to get in alone. Shot. Save. Big save by Montgomery. The Blues get it again. And another save by Montgomery.
Oof.
Give the kid credit. He's played a really good game.
Yeah, yes.
He does not play like a kid with a 5-goal against average. Of course,
No. Well,
when the offenses are this powerful,
it's not just the tendy that gives up goals. It's the defense. It's all 5 guys on the ice, and that goes for us and them.
Beckwith.
Out comes Sweeney and Kirkenbush and 37. I can't tell.
Beckwith had the game on his stick, and Montgomery beat him, so we play on. Now you got to keep an eye on Sweeney wherever he is, and he's got the puck along the right wing boards. He's got a man wide open, breaking. Shot's going to get a shot away.
Nice save!
Either Starr made the save or that was just off the net. I couldn't tell.
I think he got a piece of it.
All right, now the Blues take control behind their own net. Be careful. And it comes back to Nienhuis. As the 3-on-3 continues, it's like an NHL All-Star game. Is Dean Smith coaching this team?
We're waiting this out.
We're in the 4 corners here.
He's going to wait for somebody to come back and get him, I guess. Somebody chanted boring from over there.
I've never seen this before.
It's a stalemate.
Yep. Well, be careful, Johnny. Don't make a mistake back there. Although it's going to be pretty hard to score from there.
This is next level broadcasting right here. In the play vamp. That's what we got. Beckwith's doing his very best figure 8s.
I have never seen this before.
Well, I think he's just going to wait. He's trying to wait for Kirkenbush to come back there so we can get a 2-3
Look at Conrad and Sweeney up here at center ice.
Exchanging pleasantries.
I guess maybe they say, well, we could stand back here for 3.5 minutes and just go to the shootout.
I hate shootouts. Let's.
It's aroused the ire of the Dubuque faithful.
100%.
And we've been in this holding pattern for a minute now.
I enjoy Beckwith pacing around like a tiger in a cage.
Rich, you got the schedule for next week again? We could never mind play-by-play.
The BSN Blackout is in 2 weekends. Ames next week for senior night on Saturday.
Well.
Oh, movement. Oh, here we go.
When he loses the puck, going to get it right in front and knocked away. No. Kirkenbush is mad because he thought he had a chance there to steal the puck and end it.
Holy moly!
I don't know if they're. I don't think they're going to change players because nobody's been doing
rested.
anything.
Everybody's rested for about as long as they could be.
And we have a little impromptu timeout without calling one here at the Dubuque bench. Same 3 players: Sweeney, Kirkenbush, and number 37, Sokochov.
That was
now,
something.
Who's going to maintain control on this? And it comes back to Nienhuis, but he's not going to be able to go behind the net this time as puck comes free. It's off the boards to Beckwith. 1 man back is Sweeney. So Beckwith stops, whirls, gets it to. There's a pass is deflected up and out. It's off the defense, so it's going to be a face-off in the right wing circle to the left of Montgomery.
2 minutes to go. Same 3 out there for your Blues.
It could be that these coaches are just as happy to have each of these threesomes out there and not pushing it that much.
Well, Dubuque just changed.
Oh, but this time they win the toss. Now here's this pass looking for Meserick. Meseric's got 1 man to beat. He's going to try and get a shot away, but Johnny does a great job.
Oof.
takes it to the corner. Meserick and now this is Ruiz looking for a place there. Shot is deflected and out of the zone. Who's going to get to it first? This is Conrad. I don't think they're going to back in on him like they did yesterday. Here is Nienhaus. Nienhaus in front. Shot. Save by Montgomery again. And now we've got a penalty.
That penalty. That penalty had been coming for a while. No, you're absolutely right. They had vacated the net for Star had vacated. So we're going to go 4-on-3 here with a high stick on. Is that Ruiz?
13. No, that's 13 is Sam Ruiz. Yes.
Yeah.
I did not see that at all. I was trying to focus on the puck, and I didn't see the arm raised, and I didn't see the penalty itself. So
there was a moment there. I don't think he could get it through, but Beckwith was wide open in front, and Johnny, it would have had to be a backhand perfect pass to get to
all
him.
right. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I don't mean to condescend to anybody here, but you don't go 3-on-2 when the team has a penalty. They give the team that has the power play, they just get an extra man. So they'll be playing 4-on-3.
And timeout.
And now they're going to call timeout. Well, we're down to 1:22 in overtime time.
Wow.
And Dubuque finally uses the first timeout of the game. And I can see Coach Dobbs down there talking to the players on the ice. I wonder if my grandson's watching this from Hawaii.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. You hope he's got something better to do?
I hope he has something better to do, and he could watch this later.
Yeah, maybe today's a pool day, and he's not nothing to do but sit around and watch his teammates from the.
Yeah, in the golden sunshine and 80 degrees and etc. What is it outside here? Never mind.
It's not that bad.
No, it actually isn't. It's been a very mild winter.
But at least 40 degrees colder than it is in Hawaii.
For sure.
And we're just about to the end of the timeout period, so we'll see what happens. What a series of games this week with Dubuque.
So much fun.
And there hasn't, there have been some penalties, but there hasn't been any of the real nasty stuff. So it's just been good, entertaining hockey. And so far, everything's worked out for the Blues. But we haven't quite finished the job yet.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about it, I see Starr go back to the net. He has just made so many great saves today to keep this situation where it is, where the Blues still have a chance to win the game.
All right, Quinn, Beckwith, Nienhaus, and Conrad.
Nope, they're going to rule the puck was dropped unfairly as someone was encroaching on the circle.
Meserick, Ross, and who's 37? I'm sorry, I don't recall.
Back to the point as the Blues win it. Now here's Conrad. Conrad going to get a shot. Oh, and that didn't miss by much. Back to the point. Oh, Quinn in the corner. Gets it back to Conrad. Conrad back to Beckwith. Beckwith in front. And a man shot. And the Blues had an open net and couldn't hit it. Here is Nienhaus. Yeah, somebody rotate back.
Yeah, please.
Into the corner. Quinn to Beckwith. Beckwith, shot, front, deflected. What's wide of the net.
Almost for Nienhaus there.
Kept in by the Blues, back just along the blue line. Here's Conrad moving, shooting.
Yes!
Scores! He did it again! Conrad wins the game for the second day in a row with a shot on a power play in overtime with 34 seconds left. And the Blues complete an 8-point weekend with 2 victories by the JV and 2 by the Varsity. What a weekend of hockey for the Quad City Blues. And you have to feel sorry for the Saints, who played really great hockey also and just came out a little bit short.
Agreed.
And
wow,
credit to Montgomery, but credit also to Aiden Starr, who let in that one long goal that could have really wrecked his confidence, and it didn't. He played great the rest of the way, and the Blues sweep the weekend. The teams go through the handshake line.
Happy New Year to everybody listening, for all of us here at BSN. Myself, Dean, and of course, Greg. I'll let you take us out of here, Greg.
Well, again, Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you next Saturday from the River's Edge. A great weekend for the Blues. I'll have my Facebook write up. It'll take a while to write this one because there's so much that went on, but we'll get to it eventually. For Rich and for Dean, this is Greg Corcoran, and this is Quad City Blues Hockey.